Keaton. You get a freaking link on you. Oh, that's good. What's going on, everybody? Yeah. Hey, everyone, what's going on, everybody? Do another live stream. Well, a live stream. I on the horse trail, because why not? Too dark to do anything outside. Eating a snack of champions. But what's all y'all been up to? It's been a while since I've done one of these. What's going on? What y'all been up to this week? So, excuse me. It's been an interesting week so far. Been an interesting couple weeks. I know I haven't been on here in a few days. Or in a few weeks. Sorry about that. Just sharpen that up and clean it up. Evidently we need a machete. Got a big ass moth. Let me get that thing out and close the door. I got you out of here. Trying to get a damn moth out. I was trying to get a moth out. That's better. So, what's going on? If I missed it, I don't think I did. But so it's been an interesting couple weeks. Last time y'all saw me, I was getting ready to go to FabTech, which was awesome. Had a great time at FabTech. We enjoyed Getting to see everybody. Met a lot of cool people. And yeah, it just was a good time. So glad I went. Looking forward to next year already. It's gonna be fun. It's in Atlanta, so that should be fun. Yeah, bad luck. So I'm hanging out in the horse trail because that's just what we do. No, it's got light. It's too dark outside. I got decent lights so we can make something happen. What can I do here? But if it's a champion. Sorry. I'm gonna be thinking about adding some cabinets and countertop, fridge and stuff to this trailer. So I'm kind of laying out in my head how to do that. So that's the theory. That's all. I'm just trying to figure that out. I have a little sink. Oh, a sink, a fridge. A cabinet for that corner there. Oh, we have a fold down like little breakfast nook there. That's a good deal. No, I'm not saying a lot. I'm just thinking about how I'm going to do this. So everybody, let's see. See one person on here. See how many people we can get on here. But I know I'm being born. I know. That's just how I am. I'm curious. Trying to figure this whole trail thing out. That's just metal. No, but we supplied it up there before. Definitely put a draw on it. That should put it nice and cozy. Huh. Well, these are 8-inch plates on this and all this. There's no insulation here. Should I insulate the trail? It would just involve taking off that panel. It really wouldn't be that big a deal to insulate it. Maybe I should. Are those panels riveted in? Oh. Maybe not. Oh, riveted. Which I could do and replace. Yeah, but it still might be a better idea just to go ahead and do it. Stainless rivets? Oh, that's probably aluminum. I don't know. What do y'all think? Should I go ahead and take all the paneling off and weld it on? Oh, not weld it, yeah. And insulate it all? Probably only have about an inch. So maybe one. Oh, that's like 3 foot. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sheets. That's if I don't mess with the door. 5 sheets of, what is that 1 inch paneling go for? I don't know. I'll look into that. That might not be a bad idea. Maybe. That's just a lot of freaking rivets to get out. Could be worse. So we just undo all those rivets and then put new rivets back in them. Not bent that corner, was it? Oh no, it did, but it slid up underneath it. Cut the foam. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6. Depends if I do that wall. Maybe. Probably better off if I did all of that. Let me think about it. I don't know. That's not a bad idea. I don't mind the metal paneling on the inside. I'm just debating whether I should take it off and put foam paneling in there and then put the sheeting back on. Because I really don't mind it for the walls. I mean, I don't care. Just more I'm debating whether to insulate it or not. The reason I'm really debating is mainly that wall. The rest I can do later. But that wall is going to have a countertop and all that on it. So, in order to do it later, I have to pull all that back out. So that's more what I'm thinking. Let me turn one of these lights off so I don't kill my battery so fast. Yeah. You guys can still see me. Yeah, because this, I don't know if y'all are familiar, this is a slant load with a little front compartment thing. I need to switch these. I bought some LEDs, but half of them came broke. I need to order some more for this. That way we can not use as much power and everything. Oh, let me spin y'all and kind of show y'all what I'm talking about. Okay, so I'm up in the bunk. That's the door to come in. That door is to get back to the horse compartment where the horses stay, so you can use it as a walk-in, walk-out, just depending on what you want to do. It's a mess. I gotta get this cleaned up, but there was some shelving. That shelving's probably gonna come out. My thinking is put like a countertop there, and maybe build a big, like a full-size counter heel kind of deal, or cabinet, with either the fridge down below. No, the fridge can't go below because I probably have the fridge up top maybe, or in the middle, and then have a cabinet up top, some storage below it, and then have a countertop there with a little sink, nice countertop, and then have probably in the bottom there, I'll see if I can find me a small tank to go down there, just for my gray water. Then I'll pipe it out the bottom or the side where I can just get it in and out. Probably just have a garden hose to hook up to that because it's just gonna be gray water from the sink. That, and then obviously the bottom gonna have all cabinets in there, so I can get space in there. I'll probably put a couple cabinets up top. Probably have to build those obviously, but put some cabinets up top where I can do just more storage. Then my thought is maybe right there to make like a fold down. This will probably make a metal. A fold down a little table that'll fold up against the wall when I'm not using it, then fold down. Then maybe we'll get a couple ball stools or something we can put over there. That's that. Here, which is about, I want to put like a little bench slash bed thing for my daughter. That way she can sleep there. Put something down there for that. And then underneath that would be storage as well. Maybe something up there, I'm not sure yet. We'll see. That's actually a very good spot for a TV though. That would be a really good spot to put the TV. I got a little, maybe 24-inch TV or something that I could put right there. I can mount to the wall. We'll see. Or I could always mount to the door, or I could mount it to this big cabinet that I'm planning on putting here. I'm gonna have to add a couple lights if I do all this, because I'll probably put something on the bottom of the cabinets. And then I'll probably move this one over there, maybe. Yeah, I'm just debating whether I should pull this panel off and insulate it behind it. That way I don't gotta worry about, that way it actually insulates halfway decent in here with my rigid foam or something. One thing I could do, like, see that? That's just the power coming in. I could knock that thing out. Probably could fill this up with some like that blown in insulation. I could really come up there and take all those out, blow in some blown in insulation, but then it's a mess if I ever gotta get into the wall, so maybe we won't do that. I'm still thinking. And then, let me spin y'all around. Can I show y'all what I got back here? Alright, so I'm up in the bunk of the camper. Oh, whatever you want to call it. Horse trail. There's a bunch of stuff in here that we gotta. I'm thinking about back here, maybe putting like a little closet type deal. Just something up there so we can use it as storage. Maybe like a 1 foot deep closet, or just something we can put some storage up there. And then the bed will obviously be up here. Yeah, I think that's it. That's my plan. Yeah, Kyle, it's gonna be a good little project. I've just been trying to rack my brain on how we wanted to do it. Gonna be a bit out of wood and some out of metal. I might lean towards metal, but might not be cost effective for everything to do out of metal. But it's gonna be a nice little thing. Got some new, like, I'm gonna get some new vinyl flooring for the bottom. Then probably some new carpet for up top. But yeah, a window. Just a cut off. Right now, there's a fan up there, vent fan. Oh, the one up top is like $800 for on top, like an RV style. I don't think it's worth $800 to me. I'll just cut a hole, put a $100 one. It's not that much space in here, just so then it'll cool down and all that. Yeah, I'm just debating whether to take that panel off and put some rigid foam on that panel, because that's going to be the one that I can't get out after once I build it out, kind of deal. May not be a bad idea. Now I'm really thinking, because yes, it's only thing that sucks is all riveted in, so I gotta take all the rivets out to do it. But don't really know if that's that big a deal. We'll see. I think that'll take two sheets of foam probably. I'm guessing. Um, so probably not the worst idea I've ever had. And then because this, depending on what we do in the front there, but this will be open for and take off later. I'm gonna do some research. I think I'm gonna need to. Not yet, Kyle. I don't have AC in it. I'm gonna put a window, just a little window AC unit. Just like one of those with 3,000 watt or BTU, 30,000, whatever. Just a little cheap, like $100 ones you can get at Lowe's or something. Thought about putting one up top, like a Campbell style one. It's just, if I can find a used one, I might go that route. But the new one's all about $800, and for what it is and as small of area it is, I'm just gonna put a simple window unit in it, and I just cut a hole, frame it out, slide it in. I don't see the point in spending a whole lot of money on it. But yeah, that's gonna be a neat little project for sure. But how have all you guys been? It's been, I think, 2-3 weeks since I've done a live. Last time I think I was on here, I was getting ready to go to FabTech. So I had an awesome time at FabTech. It was great. Got to talk to a lot of different people, met a lot of people. Saw a lot of cool stuff. Definitely recommend it. If any of y'all can make it out to Atlanta next year, go for it. It's gonna be fun. It's great. Went to some of these meetups afterwards. CK meetup we went to, and then the Aux and AO events put on by the AWS. So that was pretty cool. It was just a fun time. I mean, we all kind of just hung out, and I met up with some people that I kind of got a little group. Like, met up with some people I knew. I knew one guy, and then he came with a couple of people and knew some people, so we all kind of just hung out for the week. I don't know how Atlanta gonna be, but like in Chicago, if you can do it, it pays to stay close if you can. To the convention center, I stayed like, there was two bridges, like pedestrian bridges I had to go over, and then I was at my hotel. I didn't even have to go outside to go to my hotel, which was nice. It was pricey. I think for 2 nights, what is it called? 2 nights. I think it was 2 nights for like $700, which was a lot of money for 2 nights. But it was convenient. After you had a breakfast, so that was decent. But after all the taxes, it was like $700 for the 2 nights. But considering you might spend $50 in an Uber there and back to a hotel, it really all kind of evened out. So it just made a lot more sense. It was easier that way. If I want to go back, I could. If I need to do whatever. But yeah, that was awesome. What else? Yeah, I'm looking forward to Atlanta. I'm planning on going to Atlanta unless something happens between now and then. But when we go to Atlanta, that should be a fun time. I'm gonna see if I can get Daniel to go with me this time. I tried convincing him to go up to Chicago with me, but he wasn't having it. So, but yeah. What do you say, Kyle? How big was the show? How big is the camper? Or not a camper. It's a horse trail. I don't know. I think it's like 16 foot long, plus a goose neck. But yeah, it's been, the interior here is only like that wall at a slant. It's slant load, so that slants. That's I think 8 foot back there. This is I think only like 3 foot, and an angle that way. So it's not a whole lot of space, but we're gonna make the most of it. But FabTech was awesome. It was big. Mill and Lincoln wasn't there, which I was a little, or Aesop. None of them showed up. So I was a little disappointed in that, but it was still good. And Kyle, why are you bringing your kid to the doctor? What they do now? I talked to you on the phone the other day, a few times. Just think, hopefully your wife won't kill me because I actually talked you out of buying a tool this time. So hopefully that's a good thing. What else did I do? Oh, so today I had to go tow a gooseneck home for somebody because so a lady, one of the people that have horses at the place my wife have a horse at, she just bought a very similar size to this gooseneck trail. She has a little GMC 1500 crew cab, and she haven't got a hitch installed yet. Yeah, it should be plenty, and if not, I can patch the hole and we put a rooftop one on. Yeah, she bought a similar size trailer. It's a 2-horse trailer with a small bunk area like this. And she didn't have a way to get it home because she don't have a hitch in her truck yet. So I towed that home. It was only like 30 minutes away. So went over there and picked that up. Towed fine. Didn't have no trail brakes. We had to fix those, but it's still decent. It's a decent little trailer for them. What else was I gonna say? So this week I was been busy. So I'm getting a video together for you guys. Kind of a day in the life kind of video. I finally filmed one and actually filmed the whole day for the most part. Normally I get halfway through the day and then I forget. But so that should be coming here soon. So look forward to that. Did some traveling. I did travel about an hour away. Tomorrow I gotta go to I'm supposed to go to the Cheesecake Factory. Do some work down there. That's weird. Mill and Lincoln should have been there, the star of the show. Evolution was not. Well, they were there, but they didn't have a booth at the event. Evolution. Oh, yeah. Mill, Lincoln, and Aesop. They kind of didn't. They put out back in May, I think, is what I heard. They didn't think it was worth the. Was going to be worth their investment, if that makes sense. Which they normally do have a big booth, and they have a lot of real estate, a lot of people there. They do have an investment when they go. I still think it would have been worth it for them, but it's my own opinion. But you were able to enjoy the show battle. You could see a lot of smaller type booths, if that makes sense. So it was a good show, all in all. Can't complain. I mean, but yeah, and hope your kid's alright. Hope he does. Hope they make it. Is it nothing too serious at the doctor's? But yeah, what else was I gonna tell you guys? Oh, this week I got doing some work for a contractor. It's commercial. I think they're a civil company, a civil contractor. So they have a bunch of equipment. Started out on a rock bucket or what's it called? A rock bucket? No, rock box or something. Basically, the boxes that they put the gravel, the big dumpster looking things on construction sites. They're not dumpsters. They put the rocks and all that stuff in. They move them around to excavators. One of those. We built the side of that. And added some eyes to it, so then you could pull around. Added AI to do it. Did some aluminum for them, some pipe fittings. Not some pipe, some like pump connection type deals. They had two connections that they couldn't find the right adapters for, so they wanted me to weld them together. I welded it. I don't know if it held, but I welded it. It just kept on to crack on me. It was old, dirty aluminum, and I just had spool gun it, so did the best we could. Finally got some welds to hold on there, but I told them don't throw it around. It's not going to hold up. It was, I think one of them was a cast piece too, so it doesn't help anything. But I didn't hear nothing back from them, so I'm assuming it went good. Then I went and worked on one of those big chippos, not a big chippo, one of those big grinders. What are they called, grinders? One of those, basically you put the stumps and you put all the stuff in it, it grinds up all the wood chips kind of deal. Not like a wood chipper, but the big, semi-trail one that you feed them in and then it eats everything up. One of those kind of things. That was just to weld a couple of little things. That I had to drive an hour away to go do. So, and then I think I'm supposed to go back out there this week sometime, so I gotta get up with them on that. But yeah, that's kind of what I've been up to. Nothing too exciting now. But yeah. Yeah, so I think I got a game plan of down there what I want to do. Don't know what I'm gonna do up here though. I gotta get a mattress in here so I can see how much space I have. One of those kind of deals. We have some hideous curtains that we gotta get rid of. Half tempted to put a little window right there. I don't think I need to put another window on this truck, but because I really could, the cabinets in the middle, cut out a window spot and just put a normal, give me one of these little camper windows and put them in. But yeah, I think if we have a little fold down thing over there, and then we got that counter. Then I can, on the bottom of that, I can put the power coming in, so that way I can utilize that. Put me a little inverter or a little power thing down there. And then think about taking these batteries out and put them on making a little box in the front here to put the batteries in. I think that'll work out good. I think that's a good idea. Do that, and then I think that's it. The only thing I gotta go through is just we gotta put some new tiles on this thing. They look real good. I don't like taking them off because they look good, but I just know better. And being that my wife is gonna be telling this, I want to have some good tiles on it, or some known good tiles. Let's put it that way. But yeah, I think that's it. What's in this box? I forget. Whoa. We do it. Oh, then I'll run some. And then I'm planning on running some power outlets and all that in here so we can hook up. Yeah, probably a little. If I get one of those, what I call it, you can get two circuits, and I'll probably put the AC on one circuit and then everything else on another circuit or something. But yeah, so be a nice little project. I might film some of it if that's something y'all interested in. Let me know. I mean, it's what I'm doing. It'd be a nice change from doing a whole bunch of other kind of work projects. Kind of be more of a fun. Yeah, that's about it. I should see about finding a little gray water tank, maybe something like 6 inches or so that I can put up underneath that. And I thought about up under the goose heel mounting a water tank. Let's see what size I can get up in there. Make a mount to go up there to well. I have planned some of this stuff out so I don't get myself into trouble when it comes to the where I'm putting the AC and all that kind of stuff. So just trying to plan it out a little bit more. I really could put a freshwater tank in. I could probably split that in half, put a freshwater tank on one side and a gray water on the other. That probably may not be a bad idea. Think about it, and put a little pump in there, that way it pumps it. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea because I could really just come and put a little shelf on top and we could still use that space. That's a good idea. I need a tape measure to see what size tanks and see about finding some of those. I can't really mount anything up onto the trailer. It doesn't have a whole lot of clearance, and I really don't want to destroy a tank. I mean, I could. We'll see. Or just maybe a 2-inch thick tank that sits on the floor here. Take a whole floor. That would work, but I don't think we need to do all that. Yeah, put a little. Probably all this won't get done all that soon. We at least get it functional. Debate on whether to make that whole counter out of metal or make it out of wood. Kind of want to do metal, but wood's a little bit cheaper. Nowadays, at least. I don't know what to do with top. What kind of top to put on it? We didn't do no granite. We can do something just light, like a plywood or like a some kind of just top material. I think we can do a pretty good job in here with what we do. You gotta see how deep that is, because it'd be nice if I could just buy a couple cabinets, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to. Or just build a face and then I think we can do it. I know I'm talking a whole lot about this just because I'm literally trying to plan this out in my head right now. If I had a horse trail, how much does it weigh? Can you add the trail out? That's a very good question that we need to check before we do that. So the title that I got said I think it weighs 3,000 pounds. And it weighs 3,000 pounds. It got two 7,000 pound axles on it. Oh, I have two 3,500 pound axles. So it's 7,000 pound capacity on the axles. It is a gooseneck, so you can put a little bit on the truck, which that will most of this weight will be. So I think we'll be okay. Because considering 3,000 for the trailer, just say, assuming we have 2 horses in here, 2 horses, that'll be, say, on the heavy end, let's say 1,500 pounds a piece. That's 3,000 pounds right there. So we go from a bit of a 6, got 1,000 pounds to play with, and then we can put some onto the truck. I don't think we can put 1,000 pounds in here. I would like to go take this to the scale before we start. Just weigh it like it is, just to see kind of what it actually weighs. But yeah, the gooseneck you can, since you can actually put some on the tongue weight and still be okay. Wish I had a little heavier axles, but it'll be alright. Now if one of the axles go out, then I might switch over to a 5,000 5,200 pound axles. These are torsion axles. Yeah, so I'm more curious what this weighs. And the good thing is we only own 1 horse. So I'm not really thinking we're gonna. There's a good chance we're gonna have 2 horses in here most of the time, just because with my wife, whoever she goes with, probably gonna. We have a 2-horse trailer, so we can haul 2 horses. So that's kind of my plan. I don't want to add a bunch of weight to it either. So I'm gonna try doing everything as light as possible. It would be nice to build all that out of aluminum. That's an idea. All the framing for that out of some aluminum, and just sheet it with some maybe like 1/4 inch plywood or something. Just more thin stuff. I would say metal, but don't really want to go crazy on sheeting it with metal. But that may not be a bad idea. Yeah, because I have to look into that, because I could build this whole cabinet frame out of this whole thing out of aluminum, and then sheet the front and sheet the top with plywood, and then just come through and no, that's the idea. The other thing I'd be careful is how much water, because water is heavy. It's about, what is it, 8 pounds a gallon or something. So on my tank, granted we probably won't have both tanks full ever, but just something to think about. And we should have hookups at most of the places that they go to, and we should have power and all that, so that's really not that much of an issue, but just something to keep in mind too. Yeah, so maybe this week sometime. Well, I gotta do 2 things. I gotta weigh my truck. I gotta run by a scale with my truck, and I gotta run by a scale with the trailer in the truck. Have an idea what the truck weighs, but I'd rather get a more certain number on it, and then hook up to this and just take it over the scale. I could either go. The closest cat scale is about an hour away, so I would just pay a cat scale. But there was a dump not that far from, well, it's about 20 minutes away. There's a dump, and there's a scrapyard down in Clayton, which is about 20 minutes away. So I'll go to one of those and drive over the scale and just get weighed. I've done that before when they don't normally have an issue with it. Sometimes you gotta give them a couple bucks, but it's not the end of the world. Just to know how much weight we actually added to it. But yeah, so yes, I've been talking about horse trails. It's just kind of been part of my life lately. But what is it? So I told you guys about the lady that my wife's friend. I helped them bring home a trailer. It was a similar size trailer. It's a 2-horse straight load, which means the horses are facing straight. I know y'all don't care about this, but it's just one of those things. That they didn't have no brakes. The brakes didn't work on. They have brakes, but they aren't hooked up or something. I don't really know why they weren't working. But it really didn't push the truck around a lot. And she has a half-ton truck, so I told them that you really need to get the brakes fixed, because that little half-tons can get pushed around a lot easier than my 3/4 ton, just because it weighs different. But yeah, so I just gotta plan out. Yeah, because my head's always spinning. So the AC is gonna feel there, because if I put that big cabinet there, yes. And I'm trying to be light with this thing. Don't really want to add a whole lot more weight than necessary. But yeah, it's gonna be a nice little project. Maybe see what my wife want to do with paint wise, and I want to add a couple outlets. Probably gonna add some outlets down there on the kitchen, one for the refrigerator and all that, one for the AC unit, and then I'll add a couple up top there, just for phones and whatever. Need some racks for a truck. Okay. What else? Yeah, so that's still debate on the insulation thing. I'm gonna think about that. I've been just kind of getting a plan together. I probably depends. If we got aluminum, I do not want to weld. I don't want to put the floor in. I want to get it welded up and then put the floor in. But if I do it out of that's a very good question. The length, the total. You know what? Give me a minute. Let's find that out because I've been trying to figure that out. I've been guesstimating. So give me a minute. Let me go to tape measure. I've been wanting to know that. So I'll be back in just a minute, guys. Put a hand on him. Okay, I'm back. Question I've been wondering myself. So, the total length from back of the trailer to the front of the goose, the front of the trailer, is 21.5 feet total length. But from the where the goose starts to the back of the trailer, it's like 14 foot. So if that helps it out a little bit, yeah, so it's 14 foot of like, I guess 14 foot of cargo area, I guess you could say. I don't know, of the box, and then from the goose forward is another like 7 foot or something. I ain't even math right. I saw somebody on here. Not that. Hey, Michael. What's going on? Do you have a generator or constant power? Constant power. So there is these lights that you see on right now are 12-volt lights. There's a battery, actually my jump box is hooked up to it. They are just 12-volt lights. It's 12 volts lights throughout it. There's no like electrical system. That's the only electrical system. I need to get a new battery. That battery is just old and dead. It won't take a charge. I've tried. But that being said, my plan is to put a small like Campo style electrical system. So we have a little bit of 110 and some. Then all the lights gonna be 12 volt, and that's gonna be charged by it. So and literally, the living area isn't that big. It's so that back. So I'm like up on the gooseneck, if that makes sense. And that's where the bed is behind me. On this side, it's literally 8 foot that way, 7.5 foot that way, and that wall comes in at an angle. And then I think this is like 3 foot. So that wall 3 foot angles out to about 7 foot. So we don't got a whole lot of space to deal with. We're just trying to make the best of it. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting this started. Gotta find some carpet for up top here, just so then it We got something decent in here. Gonna put some like vinyl planking floor down below. I think it's, what is it? LVP, luxury vinyl flooring planking, something like that. I don't know. My dad recommended it because it's actually vinyl. It's not like a composite like a lot of these are. So it'll be waterproof. Don't gotta worry about that so much. But yeah, I'm gonna have like a little show cord, like probably have a 30 amp Campbell plug on it, just because that way you can hook up. That way you have enough power so to run a bunch of things. I'm thinking about just having a little, what do you call a heater? A lot of people go on propane heaters. I'm thinking just a little electric heater, just because it's not that much space. We don't really, it doesn't really get all that cold down here. That's why I was thinking about insulating it to at least help whatever bit I have of insulation. One thing is, all these panels are riveted in, not screwed from inside. It's all riveted, which is a good thing because nothing have came loose. But it's a little bit more of a pain when you go to pull it all down, because you got to put it all back up. I don't know, and I'm also trying to figure out how I'm going to do the outlets per se. I'd love to sink them in the wall, but I don't think the wall's thick enough. I think it's only about an inch, maybe an inch and a half. So I can't like put an outlet, so everything's going to be a flush mount kind of deal. Which is fine, it's not the end of the world. But if I plan it out, I should run some stripping in here that I can screw to. Maybe some wood or something. I like to put a couple outlets through here, just for the kitchen stuff. If you want to put a little toaster oven or something on there, you can. Crock pot, something like that nature. All that. Probably down here I'll have a panel box. Just a little Campbell panel box system. Enough, switch these lights to LED, that way they say using like no power. Yes. But yeah, that's my plan. I really want to get started. I don't know why I'm excited. It's a new project. You know how it goes. But yeah, for those of y'all that come in a little bit later on everything. South Texas, about 2 months out there. Yeah, I'm located in North Carolina, so we do get cold. Don't get me wrong. We do get down into the teens, and normally we get about a week or two of teens, and then we stay in about the 20s to 30s. Nothing like New York. But I'm just debating on whether I should insulate the whole thing or not, because that's going to be something that we need to figure out. So we do, and I don't know. I need to talk to my wife to see what she wants to do. That is cold. I don't know if they'll be going out trail item when that's cold though. I don't know. But I don't know. Something to think about, because I'm hoping to get this done somewhat quickly, so just then they can get using it. Other problem I have is the horse doesn't like getting in the trailer. So we had to work on that. We had to bring him to the vet a couple weeks ago, and he did not. We worked on it like for a week, just once a day going over there, making him get in the trailer. And some days it took 10 minutes, some days it took 45 minutes. So my wife's gonna work with him a little bit. It's cold as this place. Yeah, I know that. What kind, like midwinter, what kind of, Kyle, what kind of, temperatures do y'all get up there? Like, I'm just curious. I mean, we probably stay in the 30s, maybe. No, we probably don't even get, probably the 30s all the low during the winter. We might get 1 or 2. I actually did want to do a small solar setup. I wanted to get a couple panels on the roof, and then put some batteries on here. I just gotta be careful on weight. That's my biggest thing, because batteries are heavy. But yeah, I did think about doing that. That way when it's over there, where we keep it with the horses, they can come in here, get some lights and all that. If we do it right and we have enough batteries, we could run the AC unit. But I don't know how much weight that's going to add. So it's kind of one of those balances. I kind of wish these had 200 pound axles. Because then I'd be have a lot more freedom to how much weight I add to it. But that might be upgraded. I do need to measure these axles and get them figured out, because these are torsion axles. So I just need to measure them and figure out. Check out the barrel back. Oh, I have to look into that. Definitely have to look into that. They did want to put like maybe 1 or 2 solar panels up there, just to recharge the batteries, to keep everything going. Or ECO flow. Okay, I'll have to look into that. I appreciate that. But yeah, I would like to do that. Just then they could go dry camping if they wanted to. One thing they won't have is the bathroom, because there's just not enough space to put a bathroom in here. But I'll probably end up just, probably end up getting one of those porta potties. Like one of those little porta potty toilets, and we'll put it back in the, we just have it where we put it in with the horses, because they could poop, and they could use the bathroom and do there. A lot of like the campgrounds that they go to have like showers and all that, so I'm not too worried about that. Could put a cowboy shower in the back there. It's an option, but we'll see. I mean, it's all up to see what we're gonna do. But yeah, enough about me talking about horse trails. What have you guys been up to lately? Have all y'all been walking, staying busy? I'll probably make some videos on it. I mean, it may not be the most entertaining thing, but it might make some people might find it entertaining. Yeah, that was my thing. I've always wanted to put like an off-grid system together. Not to run a whole house or nothing, but just to have like, I don't know, I just need to be able to be self-sufficient in a way. Like I said, the only thing that won't have is a shower. So that would be, it's just not big enough to do that. I can see my next trailer, unless we find a good deal on one, me finding like a 4-horse trailer, and then taking off the two of the horses spots or something, because then I'll have a lot more freedom. But I've been what much doing a lot of dirt walk. Oh, well, that ain't a bad thing. Dirt walk, it's always fun. What was I gonna say? Oh, so over at my parents' house, I don't know if y'all remember, but we had the road going back to the shop, and it's doing decent. I had a buddy of mine. Excuse me. We do. He does dirt walk in a way. He does trail walk and all that kind of deal. But I had him come over and straighten that road out the best he could. Oh, lovely, lovely. You can have that all day long, Kyle. We won't be jealous. I promise. But what was I gonna say? Yeah. So he straightened that out with the box blade. We still gotta put some piping in to kind of control the water. But my dad, we had to talk to our neighbor before we do it. It's gonna run into his land, so that's not exactly something you want to do without asking. And we gonna put the whatever that lock is, so it slows the water down and all that at the end. But just want to make sure before we go ahead and potentially do something like that. Yeah, that is cool. I would have to agree with you. What is... I want to say Minnesota, but I think I'm wrong on that, Kyle. I should know this by now. What else? Yeah, so I should have a video up for you guys. If I get some chance after this, I'll work on putting it together. If not, I'll do it tomorrow. But it should be a day in the life with me kind of deal. That should be a nice little video. Hope y'all enjoy that. I need to go through and get some more video because I've been slacking. I apologize. Just what it is, and I definitely did some videos of this. I know that all y'all may not be interested in this, but some people might be. So, and then I'm gonna have to install a gooseneck hitch on somebody's truck. So probably here in the next little bit. So that'll work. Yeah, you do gotta be prepared for that cold. What else was I gonna say? So I might get some video of installing that. We'll see how that works out. I'm trying to think what I've been working on. I really want to chop my deck over trailer and put it down, put a dovetail on it, and then make some lamps that flip up to where it's all flat, but I can still have lamps. How's it going? I have loaded on a frame. Done Photo Angel about 10 hours a day for the last week and a half. Also, install it on Crane. Oh, nice. What you been doing on that Ranger frame for a week and a half, man? Oh, and yeah, Mike. Well, I understand that. Maybe not 12. What was I gonna say? Sorry. Yeah, so what you been doing on that Ranger, John? I'm more curious. It's a lot of loading for a Ranger. Well, I get it. And what kind of crane do you put on it? Do you put a crane on that, or do you install a crane somewhere else? I missed a comment here, didn't I? Yeah, Mike, I understand. Sometimes, what if I found a flatbed and now I'm making it into a welding, kind of putting it. Stay out this week. Ah, cool. Hey, whatever. That's awesome. That is awesome. I understand that. I'm all about doing that kind of stuff, flipping stuff, buying stuff, selling it. I need to buy. I've been looking for like. Hope make a little money off that. Yeah, me too. I hope you do too. What was I gonna say? I need to buy a not buy. Alright, horse trails right now, at least my area, they are hot. Make a bunch. Yeah, exactly. Like a little two horse trails, like a horse trail made for two people, two horses. Just a bare bones trail that you can tow behind, like a little tow behind one. That a lady that we knew, she had one. Her mom had one actually, and it was it was in decent shape. They've done some work to it. I think they paid like $500 for it. Realistically, it probably was a $1,500 trailer, but they sold it for $3,500. Trying to start a hot rod shop here in PA. and then moved down to North Carolina. Then move down to North Carolina and catch up with you in Dolb. Nice, John. If you ever get in the area, let us know. We'll be happy to come meet up with you. Yeah, trails in general are crazy. I've made some decent money flipping some trails. I haven't found the right deal lately. Everything just starting to get high. Or I'm not there quick enough. But like, especially like 16-foot trails, 12, 16-foot. Normally, if you can buy them for, if you buy them for the right price, you can a little bit of paint, a little bit of cleanup, maybe some welding on them. Have maybe a handful of hours into them. You can make some decent money on them. So that's what I found. My dad asked me if I could build an enclosed trail. I could probably build an enclosed trail. I don't see a big deal with that. The skinning and the roof is the roof is the biggest problem to me. Figuring out how to do that. Because he was talking to a guy that they sell gutter machines down in Charlotte. Dad was looking into buying another machine, but a trail they have 14 gutter machines sitting at their warehouse that the owners can't find trails for. So, definitely money to be made. Yes, steel is still crazy high. It is. I bought a piece of 4" by 4" by 1/4" square tubing, 20-foot stick. It was just shy of $500 for that. That is crazy. I remember, I think it was about $200, but now it's about $500. So still crazy high. And trying to, but I mean, I just tell the customers it is what it is. House I found a 8-foot by 10-foot. I believe it was a snowmobile trailer. Needs a lot of welding work to be roadworthy. Hey, if you can buy it for the right price, that's the biggest thing. Get aluminum cheaper than steel. I know. That's why I was thinking about making this out of aluminum, because you can still get aluminum for deep. I mean, it's starting to go up a little bit, but nowhere near like steel is up. So I can build this whole frame out of aluminum, save me some weight, and get some welding in there. But if I do that, like I said, I don't want to put the new flooring down until after I figure that out, because I don't want to. Steel is so damn expensive. I believe I've been buying stuff in pickup scrapyard for $100. Like get it and fix it up and sell it, John. Yeah, no, I agree. I've been slowly going through my stockpile of steel. I haven't really bought. Typically, I just buy whatever I need, and then I have some left over. Is it? It is what it is. Oh, well, if you want it bad enough, that's good. Yeah, no, I understand it is. Yeah, I've been just like all y'all, just trying to do that. Aluminum isn't durable though. Yeah, that's a good point. The only thing about the aluminum, like for this application, is it's not really gonna have a lot of flex involved. We'll see. I'll tell you the options. Just kind of see what makes the most sense. Either make it all out of some plywood and glue everything together and pretend to be a woodworker, or spool gun is expensive to maintain. Yes, it is. Funny you say that. So, I have a Mill 30A spool gun that I use I can run it off my generator, or I can run it off my shop machine that at the shop. Um, so I had somebody put a Bernard style gun on front part of the gun on it. I had my lino go out on it. Could not find a line. Could not find anything close. Went to the water supply. They couldn't find anything. I did some searching on my own. Nobody could get me a lino going now. So what I ended up having to do was I ended up having to buy a new front part of the gun, like the nozzle part. So they gave me a price on just a standard one that comes with it. Ended up getting a flex head. I think it was like $350 for the flex head part of it. That with the linos and all that. It was cheaper. It wasn't that much more expensive to get the flex neck than it was to get just the straight neck. So I thought it would be a little bit more handy. So yeah, I paid like I think I paid $400 for the spool gun, and I had to put another $400 in it just to keep it working. I really buy one, but I have never tried it on. Wait. But I've never tried it. I never tried it. My Mil 300D Trailblazer, but the gun that I got was by itself. Yeah, that's about right for those. I got mine off eBay. That's why it was $400. But yeah, it's interesting for sure. What else? Yeah, so I don't know. That's kind of what I've been going through. Should have done that. No. Yeah, well, that I hunted eBay for a while for. It may have been $400 or $500, something like that. I don't remember. I bought it so long ago. Definitely made money back, so I'm not really worried about it. But it's just, I was like, dang it. I think I ended up walking out of there about 400 and some change because I had to get new tips and all that kind of deal. But yeah, what is this? I have a high feeling about that. Well, but yeah, I haven't used it yet. Yeah, I actually have a high frequency box too. I have one of those high frequency box. I ran it a little bit off of my AOPack. Did decent for sure. It just wasn't quite there. Granted, I probably didn't know what I was doing with it either. I think the spark gaps needed to be cleaned on it. But I need to put that back. I need to put that together sometime. Well, what did you say, John? Sorry, John. I'm going down to Philadelphia and pick up. Yeah, take it easy, John. Yeah, we'll talk to you later. Look up Johnny Weld sometimes, John. He's in your area, so you might want to check him out. I met him at FabTech. He was an awesome guy. I'm trying to think of what else. Trying to think of what else been going on. So yeah, I've been a busy few. Last week was really busy for me. They say make hay when the hay shines. So yeah, I'm just trying to stay going. Oh, Johnny Welds. Look him up on Instagram. I don't know if you have a YouTube channel or not. Is your still no cost up? Is your still no cost in? So I think I missed something here. My tank and spool gun was 1700. That's not bad. Is your cylinder cost up there? Not noticeably. It might be up a little bit, but it's not a whole lot. Johnny welds, like welds, but yeah. Mixed gas and stuff. To be honest with you, I haven't bought a tank in lately, so I can't tell you. Oxygen is about normal. Yeah, haven't got any mixed gas. Got some argon not that long ago, and it seemed about right. I don't really know for sure. Swapped some oxygen out lately, and that's been about typical. Yep, yeah, check him out. I think he's near your area. But wow, that's high. See, my problem with the settling is I don't buy it enough. Well, I do buy it enough, but it just I don't always remember what I paid last time. But yeah, everything's going up. Fuel down here. I don't know what y'all paying for gas, but gas is about $3 a gallon, and diesel is like $3.19 ish. It used to be $1 different between gas and diesel, but now not so much. What are y'all paying for just unleaded up there? Out your way. I'm curious to see how bad it's getting. What else was I gonna? Oh, you know this, Kyle, but I worked on they call it a flail mower. It's like a drum style mower with a bunch of like flail looking teeth things. That's not bad. $2.90, still probably a lot higher than it was. For a while, it was about $2 here. It was floating around $2, and then that was before the election and all that. I was working on a flail mower. I had to do, and other thing is a power rake. I think I had a video of it before, the same machine. Had to put a new clutch on it. PTO clutch to prevent it from shear and stuff, if that makes sense. We called the company that made it, and they first of all they wanted $1,100 for this PTO slip clutch kind of deal. Okay, that sucks, but I mean it's whatever. But they said they were 200 days out on getting one, so it'd be 200 days before they get it. So those two things combined, we decided just to retrofit a off-the-shelf standard clutch. I got the information from them. They were actually, after figuring out who I needed to talk to, they were actually able to give me the information on what the torque and all that was, so I could replace it with a bit similar clutch, and I was able to replace it with just one off of a brush hog or something. So I did that, and surprisingly I just had to get one yoke and modify the yoke, but other than that it basically bolted up. The thing I'm afraid of is it's going to shear the bolt and the clutch not actually do what it's supposed to do, but we'll see. If it does, I can weld the clutch to the shaft. Now we don't really want to do that, but if it does, I can do that and it not gonna shear. But yeah, that's kind of what we've been up to. Trying to think of what else I had going on. Oh, I had like there's probably like 10 cops in my backyard with the AR-15s and all that out there. A few days ago, apparently there was a traffic stop and 2 people fled the car and fled through a couple fields and then through this field and fled into the woods back there. So that was fun. I got a call from my wife, and she said there's police all over the place with guns and all the long guns out and all that. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll be home as soon as I can. But it was good. It was funny. Not funny, but you know. Fortunately, they never caught the people that fled, but they just had too much of a head start on them. 3.13. I got you, Kyle. It's not bad. I mean, we wait around $3 a gallon. Depends on where you go. It's just high, and it's the. Yeah, no shooting. Yeah, as long as there's no shooting, it was good. But I know they don't pursue, so they don't really have to do it. But it's funny, nobody stopped at the house and told them what was going on or nothing. It was just funny because yeah, they never caught the guys. They had some canines out here and all that, but they just never seemed to catch it. Rotary mower, maybe. They call it a flail mower, I think is what it is. FLIL, I think, flail. FAL, whatever. Flail mower. Maybe it's a drum mower. I don't know technical terminology. These are, I think, some horse pick, foot picks or something. I don't know. Half came to one conclusion. So we've been looking for some property. And we want to build a house. I want to put up a shop, build a house. Either buy a property with a house on it, or build a new house. Either way is fine by me. Some decent amount of property around here, which is kind of like it's hotcakes. Stuff is selling crazy number. Here, land is hard to find and for a decent price. So we're looking into doing that, but I figured out one thing. I want to put up some wood fences for horses. God, they just electric. I don't know if y'all ever dealt with electric fences with horses or any kind of other animals. They just always getting them down, or the fence shorting out, and I want to just put up at least wood posts, and then if I can't afford to do the whole fence, then just work on doing the fence piece by piece, the cross members and all that. So we'll see, but if I get a deal on a bunch of pipe, I'll do a pipe fence, but probably not unless I can get like a semi truck full of pipe. I don't think it'd be for steel. I don't think it's gonna be all that beneficial to do it. Do you ever deal with any Hey Michael, do you ever deal with any oil field pipe? Or can you get it down there in Texas? I don't know whereabouts in Texas you are, but yeah, because I wouldn't mind doing all pipe fencing. I mean, being a welder, I mean that'd be kind of fun to do. It'd be a lot of work and a lot of time, but I love the look of it. Just an old pipe fence. You ever doing that, Michael, down there? Yes, everywhere. Now, can you get old like oil field piping for pretty reasonable down there? That's what I'm wondering. Around here, I mean, I can get steel pipe right now. It's high as hell, but 13 about $1.50 or $1.30 a foot. So 10 foot would be about $1.30 a foot. Oh, that's pretty cheap. So what would a 20 foot stick at? $1.30 a foot. $1.30 a foot times $1.30 a foot. So 20. Yes. Oh, cool. Yeah. Watered pipe on the pipeline. Nice. Y'all know Daniel Dolb. He bought himself a SA200. Yes, yes, that's what it is. What's going on, Ben? I was wondering when you were gonna show up. Not much, just hanging out, and I'm hanging out on a horse trail, just because of the lights, and you know. I'm trying to explain to everybody how I'm gonna redo this trail, and I know none of y'all care that much. But rain in Tennessee, nice. Yeah, we ain't got no rain. It's supposed to rain this week though, which I'm not exactly thrilled about, but it's what it is. So. Nice. I haven't welded with an SA200 before. I welded with a Vantage 400, I think it was, and I welded with an SA350 250. That 250 and that Vantage, man, they weld nice. They do. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta say, that Vantage welded pretty nice, but it's just such a big machine, and its boards are costly, and for my setup, I don't need that big a machine on my truck. A buddy of mine, he has an SA250, a Vantage 400, I think it is, and he bought just bought himself a 252. I never win 250 of his, but if it's anything like those other two, it welds good. Just different, that's what it is. I still like my mills. Probably Trailblazer is going to be my next machine. I keep talking about that, but... Are you what? You're down. Yeah, put everything out of metal. Your dog... electric fence? Now because of so much. I use mill now because you can run so much off them. Yeah, I would agree. Just the generator power out of them, and all the things going off of them. I love my mill, my Bobcat. It's a nice machine. People talk crap about the Bobcat. Okay, it still makes the same money as anything else. I do want to buy a Trailblazer just because I feel like the arc characteristics it a little bit better. Especially for I've been doing a bit of gouging lately. Don't love gouging off that Bobcat. I'm just afraid I'm gonna mess it up because I'm doing so much off of it. But we'll see. I mean, yeah, I'd love to put that Bobcat back on the skid so I can throw it in my pickup, or if I ever just need another welder somewhere, I can use it. But yeah, something definitely to be said about those little machines. They can run anything off them, and they're just handy. What's that? You mean to go build like pipe fencing kind of deal? Not that I know of. He doesn't really do too much of that. What's he need to do? I need to get up to his. Boy, I haven't seen him in forever. Yeah, I've been using 3/16 gouging rods. Technically, it is rated to use that. Have you done any guardrail use that? That uses that? No, I haven't. Yeah, I've been using 3/16 carbon. It does fine. And the guy I bought it from, he did some gouging off it, and it's rated for it, so he never seen a problem with doing it. Don't try running a 1/4 inch off it; it's just gonna hate you. But Tell you what, if y'all do all y'all carbon out, have y'all? Do you guys carbon out gouge? Any of y'all? I've been doing some plasma gouging lately, and that's pretty good. But carbon out gouging saves a lot of time. And whenever there's a crack, it's really the only way to get the crack out, in my opinion. You could be there all day with a grinder, but oh no, I don't have any guardware. I can't use that. Sorry, I just figured that out. Over the years, I can bet, I can imagine. As me and you both know, carbon out gouging is nice. Being able to just basically scoop out a weld and then put another weld back on there. Or scoop out to save that piece of material. For sure. Yes, I'm a 5-year-old, okay. Alright, so I want your opinion on that deck over trail of mine. I want to cut a dovetail on it. Yeah, exactly. Airflow, make sure that's going right. What was I gonna say? Yeah, the deck over trail of mine. I want to cut in a dovetail. I'd like to build like a set of monster amps for it, to where you have the dovetail and then they flip up to where you still got a full flatbed. And you can flip them down and use them as ramps, because I really need ramps on a trailer. It really is a lot more useful to me to have the ramps than. So I can't load any piece of equipment on there. If I want to put a tractor or a skid steer, anything, I can't. I have built some 10-foot ramps for it, but it's not really the best idea. So I'm just toying with the idea. I need to be able to put a truck on there. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of my whole goal of having that trailer. I don't haul enough just straight material that it makes sense to keep it that way. We'll see. We'll see what I come up with. For the morning, I gotta go to a cheesecake, do some repairs in one of those. I haven't been to this one yet, so we'll see how that works out. If we go do that, and then probably haul a trailer up there with me and drop it off, because it's gotta go up there anyway. Yeah. Unfortunately, guys, I think I'm gonna call it a night here soon, because that will make a good video if you build that, bud. Oh, what was I talking about? Yeah, I think it, oh yeah, dovetail thing, yes, I think it would be too, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night here in a few minutes, so anything last y'all wanna ask, put in the chat, but I think I'm gonna call it a night, because I need to I've had a busy weekend. I'm just tired, I don't know why, but I gotta get up early in the morning. I think we all are gonna have to get up early in the morning, but I need to get a couple things done tonight anyway. Good to see you, bud. I like to say Alright, y'all. Take it easy. Don't work too hard. Over the next day or two, I'm gonna get a video up for you guys. Just day in the life video, and I might hopefully get some more going here soon. Just because I need to get some videos up here. I do enjoy these lives with y'all. Just fun. I enjoy it. But alright, well, y'all can take it easy. I'm gonna go ahead and just sign off. But hope y'all enjoyed the video. I'm gonna post it just like I normally do. But stay tuned for some more content coming, and I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.